0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody stopping me.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff from Dreaming of Your Next Hook Set from Rockford, Illinois. Hey, just a little disclaimer, guys. You guys heard me say that I thought these UglyStiK Catfish series, this Shakespeare UglyStiK Catfish series rods were a little too much for channels. Here's a little disclaimer real quick. When you're talking liver, punch bait, stink bait, pan size, under 2 pounds, I feel these rods are a little too much for channel catfish. But when you're talking 3 pounds and up, they are ideal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So with that being said, I better not forget one thing. These rods, they're great in a river setting, but in a lake setting, they're awesome rods. I use them in the river system from Rockford to Janesville, Wisconsin. Rockford, I'm picky of what areas I use them because of the rating, the lead rating or lure rating on these rods. I'm talking the casting rods and the spinning rods. They have a cap of 3 ounces. So once you add your bait and your lead, that's your weight. So if you go over 3 ounces, it's okay to go over a little bit here and there. But if you're fishing heavy current areas, remember that these rods are going to load. Now, I will say this. They are fantastic rods. I say it a million times in my videos. I own 4 casting ones and I own 6 spinning ones. I wouldn't own these rods if they weren't that good. That's just the honest truth. But I wanted to clarify that because I did say that in my video, that I found them to be a little too strong for channel catfishing. And I'll say it again. We're talking catfish under 2 pounds. These rods, I love them for flatheads. Now, I will tell you this. Most of my experience with these rods have been right off the bank. And like I said, some locations in Rockford, mainly Beloit and Janesville, Wisconsin. They lend themselves for that stretch of the Rock River because the current is not very fierce. It's not crazy over there. There's so many places in Beloit and Janesville where you can hold your bait down with 2 ounces of lead. You don't even need any more than 2 ounces. And then your cut bait, your live bait. So they'll work fine. But just a little disclaimer from Dreaming of Your Next Hook Set from Rockford. I just wanted to let you guys know there's the Rockford Dam, the Fordham Dam in Rockford. Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Jeff Garcia from Dreaming of Your Next Hook Set. DOYNHS, guys. This is a recap. I did a video on the Shakespeare UglyStiK Catfish Series rods, and my take on it, just gonna narrow it down what I feel about these rods. They're great rods. The season's coming to an end for flathead fishing between, well, here in the Midwest, the part of Illinois that I live, which is the north part of Illinois. We border Wisconsin. And these rods did awesome this year for me. And the stretch of water, the river I fished, first of all, was the Rock River. Pretty much religiously, that's the river I fished. And they performed great. From Janesville to Rockford, they performed good, but the best results and the best experiences were from Janesville to Beloit. The water just lent itself for these rods to work perfect. These rods were ran on at most 3 ounces of weight. I don't think I ever used a 3 ounce weight, but you could use a 3 ounce weight and be fine for sure. But I ran 1.5 to 2.5 ounces, targeted channels and flatheads. They did awesome with the flatheads. I think that for the channels, they were a little too much, but that's just my opinion on it. But as far as flatheads, great for flatheads in current areas that you can keep a weight 1.5 ounce, 2.5 ounce, at most 3 ounces. These rods will work ideal. And when I'm talking my experience with these rods, everything that I experienced with these rods was bank fishing this season. When I'm talking about these rods being great rods, I'm talking from the bank. I did not get them on a boat. I did not use them off of a boat, but I don't see that it would make a big difference. Like I said, the Rock River in Illinois, Wisconsin, that area there, awesome rods. I have to say that for flathead, I really liked them. For channels, I think it was a little too much muscle, but we caught a lot of channels. I actually caught a beautiful channel. I want to say he was 13 3/4 ounces, I think close to 14 pounds, beautiful channel. And what can I say? The rods were awesome. I started 29 years ago, right here, with an UglyStiK, 29 years ago. This is a 6'6" UglyStiK, Shakespeare UglyStiK. This is what I used to catfish with. I've caught many, many big flatheads with this rod right here.
Hold on.
He's got a name. I call him the Freddy Krueger rod. I have another one just like this, and this was my start. I still use them today. That shows, that proves UglyStiK is a very strong rod, and they'll last a lifetime if taken care of and used properly, I should say. But awesome rod. Now I'm going to show you the ones that I used. The Shakespeare UglyStiK Catfish Series rods. I used it in a spinning outfit, and I used it in a casting outfit. I own 6 spinning ones, 6 spinning rods. I own 6 of them. I only brought my 4. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and the other 2 are at home. And these are the spinning outfit. You pair these rods with a 5500 is ideal. You can get away with a 4000, but remember, if you want to put a lot of line on your reel,
A 4,000 is okay, but a 5,500, a 5,000, or a 5,500 is ideal for the spinning rods. Awesome, worked perfect. When it comes to the bait casters, find you a bait caster that you really like, a brand that you like. Awesome, awesome rod. The load on these, when the fish loads on it, was really nice. The spinning are 8 foot. They also make them in 7 foot. The 8 foot are kind of hard to find in the spinning rods. The bait casters, you're only limited to 7 foot rods. That's it. That is the only thing that I can say about these Catfish series UglyStiK rods that I did not like about the bait casting rod. I wish they made this in an 8 foot. Man, if I wanna be really picky, a 9 foot would be awesome, or 8.5 would be awesome to fish off the bank. Maybe UglyStiK will make one in the future, but this rod is a monster. It's a beast. Like I said, do remember, check your waters, get familiar with your waters. Anything from 1 ounce to 3 ounces, that's actually what's on the rod. Right there, 3 ounces. You probably can't see it, it's kind of far, but they're rated for 3 ounces, spinning and bait casters. Anything in that range, in that type of water, where you can keep a bait down with 3 ounces, 2.5 ounces, even 1.5 ounce, these rods are ideal. I explained in one of my videos, you do not want to be fishing off the bank and your rod is loaded like this. You do not want that. That is hard to detect bites. It's an annoying way to fish, and it just doesn't work out. Basically, it's in your rod holder and it's loaded like that. It's not a very good experience. Of these rods, the bait casters, I own 4, and I'm glad to own them. I'm happy to own them. What can I say, guys? Very, very good rods. Remember the key points. So I own 4 of them, and I tell you, it's for the money, you can't beat it. Of course, I bought these when I think I paid $30 to $32 when I bought them. I caught a clearance and I got like 3 of them for $21. Unfortunately, today, they're not that price. They're this price. I'm gonna put it up in the screen. But are they good for that area? That's what I'm letting you guys know. If you're fishing areas where you can keep a bait down with a 3 ounce weight and your rod doesn't load crazy, this is the choice. This is one choice to go. They work awesome. I wouldn't have these many rods. Like I said, I own 4 bait casting rods and I own 6 spinning rods. From Jeff Garcia, that is my take on it, and that is this short video I want to put out. Remember, UglyStiK, they're bulletproof rods, man. I started here 29 years ago. As a matter of fact, by next season, this rod will be 30 years old. So, with all that being said, the Catfish series rod gets a good one from us at Dreaming of Your Next Hook Set. Until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace out. catch them at Martin Park. Look at that. You just got to know how to catch them. There it is. Doubled up. Nice ones. Look at that. Wow, this is just cool right here. This is just awesome.